Miss Angelica Hale. Hi, Angelica.
Hi, it's great to see you again. How are you?
So great to see you. Well, let's first start with welcome to Chicago because this is your first time here. Is that correct?
Yes. Oh no, I lied. It's not my first time in Chicago, but it's my first time being here for this long, and I'm loving it so far. So.
Absolutely. Okay, well, we have to know what are some things that you've been seeing around the city? Are there some bucket list items? Let us know.
So, so I mostly stay around the CIBC theater, and I don't have many days where I go out and about, just because on my days off, I'm kind of a hermit, I'm gonna say. So I like to stay inside and kind of just, because there's a lot of stuff that I can't really get done during the days when I'm doing shows and stuff like that. So I use my days off as an opportunity to just kind of relax and chill out. And while I do love exploring the city, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't done too much. I've kind of explored downtown a bit. Most of the places I've gone to are just like Chick-fil-A and going to all the Asian fusion restaurants. So that's as much as I've been doing. I want to go to the Art Institute of Chicago because I know it's like really close by to the CIBC Theater, and I know that they have free admission on Mondays, which is my day off. So I might go there next week, and I know that my dad and my sister are coming to town next week, which is so exciting. So I might go with them. So yeah, unfortunately I haven't seen too much, but I'm looking forward to doing more because I'm going to be here for quite a bit more. So.
Okay, well, for all those who are watching, if you have recommendations for your favorite Asian restaurants in Chicago, put them in the comments. We would love to know. But so many more people are tuning in, and we are chatting today about Boop the musical. There's so much to chat about, but first, I want to start at the beginning of your career, which has been a very jam-packed 16 years of life for you. And starting first of all, with your time on America's Got Talent, you in 2017 and then again in 2019. And, first of all, I think a lot of people associate the song This Girl Is on Fire with you. Would you say that that song is something that's still representative of you today? Or maybe is there a different song that might click more with who you are now?
Absolutely. Well, Girl on Fire, I definitely think applies to not only me, but all the awesome Spitfire girls out there. When I was little, I definitely was kind of just like this huge bundle of energy, and so much that I was almost off-putting, I'm gonna say. But I still am like that today. Of course, I've matured. It's been, what, 7 years now? But I don't even know, man. It's crazy. 5 years? I don't know. But it's been a long time, and I feel like that a lot of people forget that even as you grow, you still retain your younger self within you. And me personally, I think I have a very young, spirited kind of energy, and I always will have that kind of energy. So yeah, I think that Girl on Fire will always pertain to me. Another song that I think is super, just like I connect with personally, is another song that I sang on AGT that I think was one of the very few songs that clicked with me as soon as I heard it. And this was Symphony by Clean Bandit and I think Zara Larsson, And that was one of my favorite songs at the time. And I heard it, I learned it in like 2 days, I think, because I was just like, I love the song so much. And I feel like that song is kind of the embodiment of me and my relationship with my sister and others and people that I love. So.
Absolutely. To talk about confidence and courage as a performer. Do you feel that confidence when it comes to performing comes easy for you?
So I'm a very extroverted person, if you couldn't already tell, or if you don't know me very well. I am a very extroverted person. So I think being on stage and being in that spotlight is something that does come naturally to me. But don't get me wrong, I still do get nervous when I go on stage. And I feel like that is something that'll always stay with a performer, even as like a seasoned performer. You always get that nerves, but that's what's fun about it. I think exuding confidence on stage is different from being nervous. You can be as nervous as, I don't even know what to compare it to. Just, you can be crazy nervous, but still exude confidence and still be grounded and confident in yourself, because I think that's the most important thing. Always practice and always just like something that I have a lot of trouble with, and something that I had trouble with when I was little, believe it or not, was just having faith in my practice and having faith in my voice. And that, I think, was kind of detrimental to some of my performances. You know, I've been singing for quite a bit now, and I've had my times where I've just been like, I've just lost myself. I've been like, I don't believe in myself, and I don't think I can do this performance, and I've had to pick myself up in a very short amount of time. And so doing Boop has been such an amazing experience, and I have experienced many moments like that. Like the first preview, God, I was so nervous, and probably because people keep telling me, like, I can't see you're nervous, like, oh my God, you're seeing me from like 10 feet away, like I'm literally shaking. But confidence and nerves can be separate. Always remember to have faith in yourself, because as long as you are centered and you know what you're there for, you know the story, you know what you're doing, then everything else will follow.
I want your confidence to be so vulnerable on the internet, and you have a very large following, and you just exude joy. But I also see that there are sometimes some negative comments in your comment section, but I see you coming after them. What is something that you wish doubters knew about you?
I am going to be vulnerable with you now, because everyone knows it's a rule of thumb on the internet that you can't take what people say on the internet to heart, because it'll destroy you. There are thousands of people who go, even during AGT, my parents, they didn't run my account at that time, but they would shield me from all these terrible comments. And now that I'm getting older and, I'm seeing them for myself with my own eyes, I never, it never really got to me as hard as it did when I got to my teenage years. And I don't know what it is specifically, whether it's just the fact that I'm growing and I'm thinking about these kinds of things more. And I think everyone can relate to that in a way, because the pressures of being a teenager in today's society, it's overwhelming. And obviously, a lot of people, when they comment on the internet, they think, it's the internet. You can't put a face to a person. And so there's that disconnect. But I want to let you guys know, everyone watching right now, that when you comment something on someone else's post that can be harmful or hateful, they're reading that. Some of my reels on Instagram went viral recently, and even on my TikTok. And sometimes at night, I'll scroll through my comments just absent-mindedly. Like, I won't even look for hate comments, and I'm not gonna do that. That's detrimental. But I'll scroll and look at these things and these people that are saying these things about me, and I'm like, I take it so personally now. And I will be honest with you, I've been having trouble with the fact that these people are saying these things about me, and it's been a really big hit to my self-confidence. And I know that there are trolls on the internet. There always will be, and it's nothing you can stop, unfortunately. Some people just want to watch the world burn, and you have to learn how to pick yourself up and show people who do support you that you are resilient. But you don't have to pretend like you aren't hurt, because that's another thing. People think that people are just bulletproof. They aren't. You have to keep getting up over and over again, despite all this hate and all this. It's targeted towards you. Remember, it's one of the main things that I've been struggling with throughout my life is try not to take things personally, because these people won't even give a second thought about you. They'll say these things and they don't care. So why should you? Why should you, honestly? So that's my advice to everyone out there. Please, please, please be internet conscious. Don't say mean, rude things, okay? And if you do, shame on you, I guess.
Angelica, I really appreciate your honesty and vulnerability with that. And, just let's turn to something a little bit more joyful now, which is Boop. Hello, this show I saw it for the first time this past weekend. And I went and I was like, okay, what is this really going to be about? And let me tell you, I am a Boop fan now. I am a Boop fan. I'm here for the road. This is so exciting. So in the show, you played Trisha. Can you tell us a little bit about who this character is?
Absolutely. So Trisha is, honestly, she's a lot like me. And that's why I think that's playing her comes kind of naturally to me. So she's honestly, she's a huge fan of Boop. I think she's the embodiment of kind of what, like, everyone's been there, you know. They've all had that one person that they look up to a whole lot, and Betty Boop is that for sure. Betty is her source of inspiration and that spark to her creativity, because she loves art. She's also like me in a sense that she has a lack of self-confidence, like a lot of teenagers do these days, unfortunately. So she struggles with that throughout the show. I'm going to give you like a little hint to her character art for those of you who haven't seen it. She's, you know, Betty gets to remind Trisha of her own inner and unique beauty. She doesn't have to like keep copying, kind of, in a way, Betty, and kind of recenter herself, find her own unique spark that's unique to her, and everyone has that. So I think that's really what's special about Trisha, and what people can relate to her in a way about.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, I have to say, I saw on your Instagram story, I think maybe yesterday, you shared that Lady Gaga was your top artist for your Spotify Wrapped this year. Now,
Yeah!
Is there a musical artist who was your inspiration when you're navigating and developing this character of Trisha?
Oh my God. Honestly, I'm gonna have to say Lady Gaga, just because her art is just like, no, her art, well, yes, her art and her music is so, you know, I don't know if you guys know this about Lady Gaga, but, you know, because I'm a fan, I researched about her and stuff, but she, you know, she's gone through a lot, and her music, when it was coming out, was shunned on by so many people, but she was so ahead of her time. Her music has been blowing up for years now, and people are now just realizing, like, how amazing and how well crafted her music is, and it's amazing. It's honestly amazing, and I think that's what really hit me. Like, whenever I listen to her music, I'm inspired, and she has such a large range of music that I can just go from like jamming out to one song to literally crying at the other. And I think Trisha can relate to that in a way, because she's a teenager. She's got this wide range of emotions, right? And she's got a wide range of art. She does Betty Boop art. She does art of her parents. You know, she does her own kind of art that doesn't even include Betty Boop. And I think that's, if Trisha was in her bedroom and she was jamming out to music, I think she'd jam out to Lady Gaga while doing her art. That's what I think.
I believe it 110%.
Yeah.
A lot of people are wondering, is this your first musical theater production that you've been in?
Yeah. Yes, this is my first pre-Broadway debut, and it's so exciting. This is something, you know, honestly, guys, I can't believe I get paid to do this. It feels like I'm literally going in to have fun every single day, and while it is, yes, a lot of work, it honestly doesn't feel like it, because I get to be surrounded by so many amazing people who share the same passion as me, who are all working extremely hard to put this amazing show up on stage for everyone to see. And that in and of itself is just enough to keep me going forward and being a part of this, because I love it so much, and I love being surrounded by the people who love it just the same as I do. So it's amazing.
Absolutely. Do you feel in any way, is performing on a stage with other people harder or easier than when you're performing solo?
Honestly, I think I think it's so much more fun and easier to perform with other people on stage, just because I don't know what it is about it. I feel like whenever I sing with other people, my voice just like instantly gets like at least 3 times better than it would be when I was singing by myself, just because I feel like we're playing off of each other's energy. We're playing off of each other's nervous and giddy energy. Giddy. Oh my God. It's been a long morning. I did school before this, guys. So yeah, I think it's much easier to sing with other people on stage. Of course, one of my solos, I won't give away too much. I actually sing by myself, but Betty is there. So she's kind of sitting and watching me. So I don't know how that fits into that category. I feel like I still am a little nervous when I'm singing that song, though.
Well, Angelica, we are unfortunately nearing the end of our time, but to round us out, I would love to know, what is something that you want folks to know before they come see Boop?
Absolutely. Well, Boop is essentially about love, guys. Whether that be platonic love, romantic love, or even self-love, kind of hinting to Trisha. And I'm gonna say the world is in dire need of a big dose of just love. And this is exactly this show, and the message that it brings to people is exactly what people need to hear right now. And ever since I started working on this project, I'm gonna tell you guys, I have become a huge fan, not only a huge fan of Boop, but just like, this is honestly the highlight of my year. And this has been such an amazing experience, and for you guys to watch and enjoy the show, it means so much to me, and I'm sure for everyone else being a part of the show. So love, always keep love in your life. Your life is never truly complete without any form of some kind of love. Always remember that. And if you want to reinforce that message, come see Boop, and it's going to be showing until December 24th. So if you're in the area, or if you want to take a trip out here, come and see it. Can't wait to see you guys.
Angelica, thank you so much for sharing your time and your talent and your vulnerability with us. We are so grateful. For all those who are watching, just like Angelica said, come out if you are in the Chicagoland area. We are in Chicago right now at the CIBC Theater with Boop the musical until December 24th only. Now, I saw a lot of questions come in regarding if this show is like touring, and it's not right now. Yet, who knows? You know, I really hope that this show goes around the world, of course. But right now, the only way that you can get a guaranteed seat is coming to Chicago. So come out, come be with us until December 24th only. We have $25 lottery tickets, $49 day of rush tickets, and tickets available for every single performance at Broadway in Chicago.com. All those details and more can be found there. And Angelica, thank you so much for this. Have a great rest of your day. If you're going into rehearsals, I think you have a show tonight, actually. So have a show.
Yay!
Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we hope to see you all at the theater soon.
All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for having me.